Hey guys, it's Nick. Welcome back to a Long Island Wargaming Battle Report, and this is going to be Game 2 of the Brothers Grimm tournament that I attended. I'm going to be playing Lizardmen, which already is putting me out of my comfort zone because I rarely ever play them. My cousin plays them when he does play, and I don't get too much practice against them. The second thing is this is game 2 of 3, and I won my first game. I was doing good. The second game, I didn't get cocky. I'm just not used to playing so many games back to back, let alone one game in a single day. So I just got a little sloppy. I was off my game. But let's see how that ends up working out for me. So this was a Blood and Glory scenario, so I got an extra couple inches on deployment, which is nice with my list because it is very upfront and aggressive with the Hell Pit, the Rat Ogres, and the Stormvermin Horde. I do lose the inches on the side, but that's fine. And you can see here I've got a cloud of skinks. I'll try to remember as much as I can of my opponent's army. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skinks visible here. There's 3 bases in between the block of infantry and another skink unit that has just the flying cavalry guys, the flying mounts, the pterodons, I believe they are. In addition to this unit of 5 chameleon skinks, I also have my spell cards: Vermintide, Curse of the Horned Rat, Howling Warp Gale, which would be nice against all of the missile weapons, but then again, poison's poison, doesn't matter, and then Plague. So I'm feeling pretty confident right now because there's just that one big unit there and everything's pretty close. I can shoot it up, I can move in with the Storm Vermin. There is, and I failed to mention this already, a second unit of infantry, or no, it's a herd. It's got the Kroxagar and the cohort, the Kroxagar and the Skinks, but it has Teto Echo in the building that's to the top right off this screenshot, so you'll see that, and they're hiding in there, so I figured I'd go take after him in a little bit, and I believe I have to take out the general as my secret mission because that would be easy for me to do because I have to kill the general in order to kill that unit to win the game completely. So primary objective was to break your opponent, secondary objective was to was victory points, and then tertiary was your secret objective, and I chose kill the general. And we got some skinks already moving into this building here. There are more chameleon skinks to the left corner off the screen. And to the right here we've got some more skinks moving around. The chameleons to the right move up full so that they can try to go and shoot at the storm fiends, and then we have the flying cav, which go ahead and move behind there. This way they can also, they think they dropped rocks. They were able to do a few wounds onto the storm fiends. As the skinks over here shuffle to the right, they're going to end up shooting at the sleeves and the giant rat pack, so they can try causing some panic to this flank. And finally, I get my turn 1, so I move my rat ogres full because I don't know what I'm doing. That's it. I've got the building to the top there. That's just on the edge of the screen. I can go charge that, or I can set myself up to attack the Slan unit to the left, which has the 2 heroes in there, and the Slan and the Temple Guard. The Hell Pit Abomination moves up a handful. The Storm Vermin get ready to rock and roll, and then the slaves, they move up full. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I'm just trying to screen the rat ogres. I don't have much reasoning this game. This was the game also that pizza was handed out, so maybe I got my fat ass distracted, but this was my movement. And the rat ogres against the building would be a terrible idea because there's 3 guys versus 3 guys, and they're stubborn. Stubborn leadership, 9 with a freaking cold-blooded reroll is not fun to deal with. So I do have a rat dart in front of the Slan unit just to kind of prevent him from charging on his terms. I want to get to him with the Hell Pit and the Clam Rats and the Storm Vermin all together. Shooting doesn't do too much, magic doesn't do too much. I do kill a handful of the Temple Guard with the Storm Fiends before they ended up getting erased off the battlefield, but it was only a rank or so. So we go ahead and move into Lizardmen turn 2. I've got 1 Storm Fiend left. Look at that, to the left. And the skinks just kind of surround my slaves. The skinks last turn did kill a rat dart, but surprisingly my slaves did not panic. So he's just going to go ahead and shoot the crap out of these guys. Why he's not shooting at the rat ogres, I don't know. Because panic over there isn't going to do much. If I was him, I would have started going after the bunker unit and eliminating places for my heroes to hide. But my BSB and Gracie are actually hiding in the middle slave unit just because the bunker would be shot up and killed so quickly that's why I did that. So, but moving in to his actions, the one thing to note here, the cavalry hero, the hero on the cold one, goes ahead and charges out of the unit, and then the rest of the unit backs up, which is interesting. I'm not really afraid of this guy. He doesn't have flaming attacks. Yeah, he's, the can opener hero with, high strength and predatory attack or whatever, where he gets an extra attack with whatever he does. Until he goes ahead and rolls up Hand of Glory, decreasing my initiative by 1, which means now we attack Simo, which becomes slightly more scary than it was before. The slaves go ahead and turn around and panic. Remember, they don't blow up, but they only blow up when they flee from combat. So they're panicking backwards from, I guess, 25% of their guys been shot at. So let's discuss this bullshit of a combat. So we go Simo, which is fine. I've got regen. I've got 5 wounds, or no, 6 wounds. So I'm not upset. Toughness 5. He might be able to squeak a couple wounds on me, but hopefully regen helps. So I'm hoping I get the initiative one, because this guy's got like a 1-up armor. I'm hoping I'm getting the initiative test, strength 6, D3, wounds, no armor save. No, I end up getting either avalanche of flesh or flailing fists, and I end up doing no wounds to him, possibly 1 wound, but I think no wounds, and that becomes a little bit of an issue because I don't kill him. I need to kill him. He gets armor saves and ward saves, whatever they are. And I end up losing because he charged. But I'm stubborn. Leadership 8. I fail 2 Leadership 8 tests, and I turn and run. In which case, he rolls high enough to catch me, even though I'm 3d6. Take the highest 3, where he's 2d6. Take the highest 2. And he ends up killing my help it and running into my slave unit. In which case, he runs straight into the middle of the unit, where he is not attacking my heroes, which I'm happy about. He doesn't move them around, which I'm glad, but the help it does. And that is just disappointing because the Storm Vermin, the Hell Pit, and the Rat Ogres together would be able to take out that Slan unit with all the heroes in there and the Temple Guard. But nope, now I gotta worry about my Gracier dying. Oh, and I'm sorry, Hand of Glory increases his initiative by 1, not decreases. So all those people that have already put a post below correcting me, ha! But yeah, we attacked Simo. And here is my turn now. So look what happens. My opponent had no idea this was coming, and he was kind of shocked, but I go ahead and issue a flank charge onto the Temple Guard, in which case he has to hold because I think he's immune to psychology, and I also issue a charge with the Storm which fail, which sucks because with the Bonebreaker Lord in there and all the Storm Vermin, I would have really crushed this unit. Now I just gotta worry about the Rat Ogres doing a flank charge. So I'm just going to throw out magic and shooting because it didn't play too much of an impact, and since I did not get that Storm Vermin Horde in over here with the Razor Standard and my hero and all those attacks, it allowed him to make way with his hero up against the Rat Ogres, which kind of sucks because now he's got that cavalry-sized base. He blocks out 2 source spots, which means I've got 2 or 4 Rat Ogres that have to attack him, which really sucks. But still, I still have a nice handful of attacks between my Master Bread and all the other Rat Ogres, so I have a ton of attacks. But after 29 Strength 5 attacks at Weapon Skill 3, I end up only killing 4 guys and doing no wounds to the hero, which is absolutely terrible. This horde of Rat Ogres should have destroyed them. And if the Storm Vermin just rolled higher than like a 7, they would have gotten in and made a difference, but no, the Red Ogres are kind of stuck over here. So, after he goes ahead and does attacks back, he does enough wounds to cause me to lose by 1. Even with my charge, disrupting his ranks, and flank charge, I end up losing by 1 because he ties, or no, we tie, and he has a musician, and I don't. So these guys, who I believe were in BSB range, but still leadership 7 with the 1 rank 8. No, I think they were outside of BSB range. Either way, they turned and ran, and he pursued and ran them down, which made him so far away that now I can't even get to him with the Storm Vermin, because after running me down, he's allowed to reform. So this game is just going to shit. So in exchange for that blunder, my slaves, they don't kill the hero, but end up breaking him and running him down based on the fact that I have 3 ranks and a BSB. So I've got static 4 combat res. He did no wounds at one point, and he was at -4. He's only a hero, not a lord. I don't know Lizardman leadership, but I end up running him down. So we move into like my turn 3, and again I throw a rat dot up there. This way I kind of pin him in place, even though I probably should have just let him come at me for all I care. His secret objective was, I think, kill my general, in which case he should go for the Storm Vermin. At this point, it's still anybody's game. I mean, he's killing a little bit of things here and there and some slaves, but I mean, if I could just kill that big unit, you know, I break him, because it's all about breaking. And at this point, he killed Rat Ogres, which he didn't break anything. So if my BSB and my hero on Bonebreaker and my banner in the unit is alive, I'm alright. So it's really a matter of knocking out that Salon unit. If I knock out that Salon unit, I win. If he knocks out the Storm Vermin, he wins. I think at some point in here, my Gracier ends up losing wizard levels and losing all the spells that I need, which, I mean, Curse of the Horn Rat wouldn't work against the mixed unit, I don't think, but maybe the Salon unit it would be alright, because they're technically an infantry unit, and then they have the Salon in there with the Cav hero. So the Skinks are closing in around me. I'm just skink clouded to death here. The Storm Vermin end up taking some hits from javelins, blowpipes, whatever they have, and it looks like we're closing in. So I don't care if he gets to charge me or not. I want this combat. So the Storm Vermin are right up there in his face, offering up the unit to him. So he goes ahead and takes the challenge. He charges me, and I believe his turn 4, possibly. And everything else I don't care about, because secondary objective is victory points. Primary is breaking your opponent. So for him to win, he's got to kill the Storm Vermin. For me to win, like I said, I have to kill his Lizardman unit. If neither of those units die, nobody gets it. Which, who wants no points? Who wants to tie on that? Someone wants to either want to win or you want to lose trying. I mean, I could have tried to negate him those points, or him doing the same to me, but you know what, look, we got this combat, and the Bonebreaker Lord with all the Storm Vermin, I've got a lot going for me here. I really do. So I'm probably going to go ahead and win this combat, unless my opponent rolls 12 for Winds of Magic, and with his level 4 gets 5 spells off. I've got a level 2 because I lost 3 wizard levels. He gets 5 spells off. He gets Ice Shard Blizzard, which I believe is -1. He's got Curse of the Midnight Wind, which I believe is reroll 6s. He has Hand of Glory, so his, I believe, weapon skill went up, or his initiative. Wisdom's Wild Thorns, where he's at +1 toughness, +1 strength. And then Harmonic Convergence, which means he's rerolling all 1s to hit and to wound. So I went from a solid fight here. They're just Temple Guard. To me, they're just Temple Guard. I went from a solid fight here to not having a statistical chance of winning whatsoever. So he ends up hurting the unit, breaking them, destroying them, and he broke me for Blood and Glory. So I walk away with 1 point, and then I do not get my secondary objective, which is victory points, and then beat your opponent by 30 victory points, and I do not get my secret objective. So I walk away with like less than 300 victory points. And 3 points for the tournament, which kind of sucks. But game 1 was good. Game 2 was bad. So you might have recognized this army too. This player plays at Crossroads, or he has played at Crossroads. But that was game 2. So a win and a loss. Let's see what happens in game 3. And the win or loss for game 3 might be up for debate. So you guys might have to weigh in on that and tell me if you think I won or you think I lost, or if I'm just being stupid and I obviously did one or the other. So debate is on its way. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.